but I kept thinking about how Linda had asked me a real question and waited for my real answer. A few weeks later, Bobby announced that his birthday was coming up and he wanted to have a party at the house. Linda immediately started planning, talking about decorations and food, but Bobby interrupted her. He said he wanted me to help him plan the party because we liked the same music and games. Linda's face did this thing where her smile froze for just a second, and I saw the hurt flash across her eyes. But then she took a breath and said that sounded great, and she'd handle all the food while Bobby and I worked on the entertainment. I caught Frank watching Linda carefully, probably making sure she didn't try to take over or push me out. Bobby and I spent the next week making playlists and planning which games to set up in the basement. Linda asked us questions about what we were planning and gave suggestions, but she didn't try to control everything like she would have before. When Bobby's birthday arrived, the house filled up with his friends from the school. Linda had made tons of food, and everything Bobby and I planned worked perfectly. The music was exactly what everyone wanted to hear, and the game tournament in the basement got super competitive. I was refilling the snack bowls when I heard a group of Bobby's friends talking near the kitchen. One of them said he wished his older sister was as cool as me, and another one agreed, saying their siblings never wanted to hang out with them or help plan stuff. Linda was standing right there by the counter, and I saw her whole body tense up. Her face got tight and her jaw clenched, and for a second I thought she was going to say something mean or leave the room. But instead she closed her eyes, took this really deep breath, and just kept arranging cookies on a plate. She didn't make any comments or give me dirty looks or do anything to ruin Bobby's party. Later that week at our therapy session, I mentioned what happened, and Catherine said that Linda's ability to stop herself from reacting negatively showed real progress in managing her jealousy. Linda didn't look happy about being praised for basic decent behavior, but she nodded and admitted it had been hard to hear Bobby's friends compliment me. The next month, Frank's brother came to visit for the weekend. I'd met him once before at the wedding, but we hadn't really talked. He showed up Friday evening with a bag of gifts for everyone, and within an hour of being in the house, I could tell he was picking up on something weird in how Linda acted around me. He watched her carefully during dinner, noticing how she'd tense up when Frank asked me about school, or when the boys were included me in their conversations. Saturday afternoon, he found me in the game room and asked if we could talk privately. He told me Frank had filled him in on everything that happened in Japan and how Linda had tried so hard to exclude me from the trip. He said he was really proud of how I'd handled the whole situation with maturity and grace, especially since it was my own mother treating me that way. He said most kids would have caused drama or fought back, but I'd just kept being myself and let Linda's behavior speak for itself. It felt good to have an adult outside our immediate family validate what I'd been through, someone who could see the situation clearly without being caught up in it every day. That same evening, I was upstairs getting ready for bed when I heard voices coming from Frank's office downstairs. The door was partly open and